Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we are going to witness the live downfall of one of the worst YouTubers of all time. This guy goes by the name Def Noodles, and I know a lot of people are always like, oh, Optimus, don't even give the guy attention. Don't even say his name. Don't give him the attention, bro. But in all reality, there's nothing that he can really get from it. You know what I mean? People don't like him, so me saying his name isn't going to result in him gaining any new fans, but he's basically kind of like a YouTube punching bag in a way, and I say that because pretty much everyone who interacts with him just completely takes a shit on the guy. Like, I've never met anyone who's like pro Def Noodles. But I wanted to make this video because he basically just made a complete ass out of himself last night. Like, it was perhaps one of the saddest fails that I've ever seen in my life. This is an event that this guy threw and heavily promoted that just completely blew up in his face. And the funniest part about it is I predicted it being a complete failure. Me and this guy have had a little bit of a back and forward going on for, I don't know, a month or something now. All basically because this guy gets called out repeatedly for doing stupid shit all the time. Like, this guy is the king of just messing up, so he'll just do something super controversial. I, alongside pretty much everyone else, will call him out on it, and he basically tried to play like a tough guy kind of situation. Honestly, I'm just gonna go ahead and play the Twitter exclusive video that I made about a month ago, responding to Def Noodles. I think it'll kind of clear a lot of this whole thing up. This man invited me to his show to roast him live. He even waived the $15 entry fee, guys. Oh boy, lucky me. And he said he'd even pay for my flight and stay. He then also called me a bitch, which is heavily ironic. But I just want to let you know, you're not undercutting the competition. You're just pathetically whoring yourself out for the same price as a fast food combo meal. But I wouldn't expect anything less from someone of your status, because your entire legacy online is basically you getting absolutely curb stomped by anyone who interacts with you. Why don't I accept your offer? Because you can't get anyone interested. There's no money to be made with you. There's no progress to be made. Nothing. It's essentially punching down on the kid that everyone in class already punches down on. You call me a bitch for not handing you free content to try to recover your falling statistics with, yet you're the grown fucking man wearing kitty cat ear headphones for 11-year-old children to gawk at when they half digest your content that, coincidentally, they probably stumbled on from one of the many times you've gotten bullied by everybody. You might have had more luck starting up the OnlyFans there, Dennis. But if that's not enough to go ahead and get you off my case here, remember the time that Kavos literally made you fucking cry and you're calling me a bitch? Just come on, man. Just come on my stream. We'll handle this. I'll split the ad revenue with you 50-50. I'll do all the promotion for it because God forbid you do the fucking promotion for it. 500 people might show up. And that money that I give you will go right into your tip jar for paying Keemstar back for his legal expenses fund. Ironically, comedian Def Noodles didn't get that joke. Actually, speaking of your comedy, yet another reason I won't be showing up to perform on your show. Nobody shows up.
I just took a DNA test and I'm 100% that bitch. Even when I'm crying crazy, I got boy problems.
So hopefully that kind of cleared up the entire situation a little bit, right? You know, he is holding these roast battles, man, you know, where you get on stage and you roast each other, right? It's some sort of like hardcore badass kind of show going on. The greatest show on earth type of thing, you know what I mean? Like, this is the kind of content we need in stadiums around the United States and realistically around the world. But basically, it's a complete flop. Like, this guy tried to use me to promote the whole thing. He wanted me to literally show up physically to this event. He would even waive the entry fee for me, apparently. And of course, it wasn't worth anyone's time to show up. The only people who showed up were acting cringe the whole time, and there was like 30 people in attendance. He spent weeks on Twitter and in his persona basically promoting this event, trying to sell out tickets. He supposedly sold this event out, and if you take a look at it, apparently selling out this event to him meant selling 25 seats to people, literally anybody, by the way. I actually wouldn't be surprised if his family members weren't filling in some of these seats to make sure people showed up, but this is the big tier event that this guy was running, you know, the one I had to show up to. I had to put up or shut up, and of course, you know, I predicted that it was going to be a complete shit show, and this is basically how it turned out. So not only was I right, but I was so painfully accurate about how much of a failure this event would be that apparently I also upset him again. This man was too pussy to show up. Now he's trying to talk. Shut the fuck up and pull up if you're the big shit, Mr. Twitter Fingers. So, you know, he got me on this one, man. In reality, all he really got was ratioed into oblivion, right? So I had to respond, of course, you know. But this this event was such a dumpster fire that the moment that I started seeing clips roll out of this thing, I knew, man. I was like, we have to react to this for a video. We have to talk about this, man. And today, that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a look at this premiere comedy event that Def threw out, and we're gonna see if it was worth the hype, you know what I mean? We're gonna see if this was worth everybody's time, if this was worth all of this promotion and everything that went into it. So he starts off his entire thing, this intro, I guess, to himself, and basically it's just like the intro is another YouTuber crying because I guess like he told a story about his wife being sexually assaulted, and apparently like that was, I don't know, worthy of turning into the intro of his show. I don't know, it just seems pretty fucking stupid. I don't know, I think he thinks this was like funny or like he was having a gotcha moment or something. I don't know. Realistically, it's just pathetic, and it comes off as him just basically projecting the fact that every YouTuber that interacts with him just fucking absolutely assaults him when they talk to him.
You're like my cousin if you were a girl.
You're like my cousin if you were a girl. Wow, that's a real zinger there, Mr. Professional Comedian. Keep in mind, this is Def Noodles, the world-renowned comedian who has performed in stand-up clubs around the country. That's the best he could come up with. And yeah, he's being serious. Like, you might think, oh, he's just throwing it out there, you know? He's just phoning it in because he got the event done or whatever. No, he's really trying, you know? This is his best attempt, really, at any sort of entertainment or comedy, right? In front of this family reunion basically happening in front of him, right? You know, he's really giving it his all up there, and yeah, he's fucking flopping horribly, like ridiculously bad. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, right? At this point, Def Noodles, I don't know why he's trying to film this in this small fucking closet studio, this 200 square foot apartment or whatever this is. Like, bro, rent out a middle school gymnasium if you're gonna try to throw an event like that. Then again, I also have to realize that since you could barely sell out this small studio, there was absolutely no way in fuck you were selling out some random middle school. The crowd in that one would have looked like a Detroit Lions game in week 12 of the NFL season.
Thank you. I bet you cried when you got those tattoos.
I did. I did.
Like, this is dead seriously it. Like, this is what he wanted me to show up to. This is the event. You genuinely cannot tell me that this man did not want me basically to promote his event. Like, I mean, you're fucking looking at the end result of what happens when you don't give in to these clout-suckling goblins and you just let them wallow in their own pity and just let themselves be fucking goobers, you know? This is the outcome of what happens. Like, this is the fucking product that he's been promoting. Showing up there would have also been kind of weird considering the guy's like twice my fucking age. Like, why would I want to show up to an event with a guy who's the age of my father and try to roast each other in front of 17 people? They got like a fucking Goodwill curtain covering up the entire like third wall over here on the other side of the studio, but I was supposed to show up and save this event for him or something, man. I don't know, but...
Are you from Detroit?
Take a guess.
No.
Like, no, I'm so fucking serious. I know you're sitting there scratching your head befuddled, right? Just flabbergasted, completely befooled by what's up, like, just what the fuck is going on? You don't know, I don't know, no one knows. It's sad almost, right? Like, you're basically just watching two people who have, like, probably never actually tried to do anything, like, public speaking wise. I guess if you want to count Def Noodles performing in front of 40 drunk people at a bar and just fucking flopping, I guess, performances. And they like, streamed this as well. So, like, there was just no point in going to the show. You could watch the failure from the comfort of your own home like I did. Like, the whole event just didn't make any fucking sense, you know what I mean? Like, it was just a completely terrible idea from the jump, and it basically got exposed in fucking 4K prime time right here, man. Like, it went down terribly.
I don't understand how you have holes on your knees, on your pants, because you don't go down, right?
Wow, you killed it there, Dennis. That was a funny one. You made a sexual comment to a woman in an unfucking reasonable point. Like, yeah, congrats, bro. That was the peak of comedy. Yeah, if you were in, like, 3rd grade, I guess it'd be funny to just make random sexual comments to people, I guess. But, like, what the fuck are you even talking about? Why are there even holes in your pants? You probably don't even go down. Where the fuck is the joke? Where's the funny? You know, like, I've been waiting, right? You're a professional comedian. I shouldn't have to be waiting this long, you know? I've been sitting here fucking starved of hilarity, right? And I tuned into my favorite comedian of all time stream to check out what was going on, and fuck, wow, man. I knew that this was gonna be a failure. I knew this event was not gonna go over well, right? But did I expect it to go down this fucking badly? I don't even know about that, TBH. Like, on one hand, I want to say, like, yeah, I saw this coming, but on the other hand, man, it's like, our expectations were low, but holy fuck, man. And it shows, it really shows. Like, this guy has just been making a complete fucking clown of himself for like the last few weeks, right? And he thinks that he's winning, right? He thinks he's like, I don't know, fucking trolling people or like supposedly being funny, or he thinks he's like getting people on his side. I really don't know. I can't really tell you what's going on in this man's head. All I know is it can't be a whole lot of anything, because let's take a look at some numbers here, right? We've already seen the physical evidence, right? We've seen the video footage of this guy doing it. We already know that part, but let's see how it's translating to his career. Take a look at his Twitter. He hasn't gained followers in God knows how long. In fact, in the last 30 days alone, he's lost 13,500 followers. That's about 10% of all of his followers gone in a month. At this rate that he's continuing at, he literally wouldn't even have a fan base after less than a year. But if you think, oh, it's just one platform, Optimus, it's just Twitter, right? People can live without Twitter, you can be fine and not have Twitter followers. Okay, let's take a look at his YouTube career, okay? Let's take a look at those numbers, right? Oh, he's only lost 21,000 subscribers in those 30 days, nearly 1,000 subscribers per day. So with all that being said, I think I've kind of proven my point, right? Def, he has this tendency of liking to be the guy that gets shit on, right? He likes the idea of somebody just stepping over him and taking a crazy wicked deuce on his head. He's in love with it. He wakes up every day ready to smell the new shit dropped on his head. It happens with everybody who interacts with him, and that's okay. He can keep talking shit, chatting shit, if you want to say, calling me, oh, he's a pussy because he didn't come on my family reunion show to roast me. That's fine, man. I'm gonna continue to win. I'm gonna continue to be okay at the end of the day, bro, because when it really, comes down to it, when you look at it from my perspective and your perspective, right, nothing you say is realistic or true or means really anything. And it shows in every reasonable way. You fail everything you attempt. You fail your comedy stand-ups. You fail your roast battles. You fail to run a successful career online. It's just sad, man. And what's craziest about all of it, right, is you're, once again, my dad's age, basically, and you're just showcasing all of your losses for the world on a constant basis, man. Don't you maybe get sick of it? Wouldn't a day job be better than what you're doing now? Honestly, man, I would really consider it. I think you need it. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel, follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at @SubTheOptimus. Make sure to check out Shoptimus down below. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, well, talking about Def and signing out.
Come on their backs, let's go!
So we're doing this again in a few weeks, and we're gonna have Miranda with us and a whole bunch of other comics, and you're gonna see me bomb again.